Namaste to all. This is JV and Dr. Vishal Saxena, Professor in Mathematics in Faculty of Education and Methodology in Jayoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. So today we are going to discuss on the topic of Stirling's formula, and this topic belongs to the program of BSc B.Ed 8th semester of the university. The course of this topic under which this belongs here, that is the numerical and the complex analysis. So as already we know that the Stirling formula is a very important formula, and for which this can be used here for the central differences and for the interpolation to interpolate the value of y, where the value of x just lying at the center of the table, or in the neighborhoods of center of the table, that is the value of y is required there. So what is this Stirling formula? Already we have discussed in the previous lectures the forward interpolation formula and the central interpolation the backward interpolation formula, and today just we are discussing on the Stirling central difference formula. So now we take this formula and how to apply this formula in a numerical, just we will see today. So Stirling's Stirling's interpolation formula. This Stirling's interpolation formula is given by y at some value of x. This is equal to, it is y naught plus u into, it is del y naught plus del y minus 1 upon 2 plus u square upon factorial 2 into del square y minus 1. So this formula is not very easy to learn, and there is some symmetry to learn this formula. I will discuss here how to learn this formula. So this is here in this way, u square upon factorial 2 del square y minus 1 plus next term will be there u into u square minus 1 square upon factorial 3, and then it is again in the same way del cube y minus 1 and plus del cube y minus 2 upon 2. Then here the next term will be, it is u square into u square minus 1 square upon factorial 4, and then it is del 4 y minus 2. The next term will be, it is u into u square minus 1 square into u square minus 2 square upon factorial 5, and then del 5 y minus 2 plus del 5 y minus 3 upon 2. So this is the formula, and just this formulas here goes on. So this formula is called Stirling's interpolation formula, and this can be used for the central differences, means for the interpolation where the value of a function y, that means it is unknown value of y, can be determined corresponding to the value of x which is lying at the center. So see this formula, and how to learn this formula? It is very easy. So just y at any value of x, so particular some value of x, suppose we have to find y, then this formula is given by y naught plus here this y naught can be taken as the center value in the table of y here. So approximately the center value y naught plus here u into del y naught plus del y minus 1. So it is like u upon 1 factorial, and because the power, the exponent of u is u to the power 1, so it is u upon 1 factorial and del y naught plus del y minus 1 upon 2. Next is plus u square upon factorial 2. Again now we see this one here. Just when the power of u is there in odd number, then we have to take the two terms, like see this one here, del y naught, because it is u raised to the power 1, so we have to take the two terms and their averages to be taken, and just the term of y is coming there, which is the just we have taken at the last here. So y naught we have just, this is the last term, and then that's why we have to start with this term del y naught plus del y minus 1 upon 2, that the average of two terms. Next it is here u square upon factorial 2. So u square upon factorial 2 means here the next, here it is a u, power of u is 1, exponent is 1 there, and now we are taking u square. So u square upon factorial 2, it is u square upon factorial 2 and del square y minus 1. Even term. Now we have to make the exponent here and again odd number, because here just exponent is 1, then 2, and then power is to be taken 3. So how can we make this one here? Just because u is coming in terms of u and u square. So therefore next is here u into u square minus 1 square upon factorial 3. The inside term, like here it is simply we can take here u square minus 1 square or u square minus 2 square, u square minus 3 square can come there. So in this way, to make the power 3 there, what will come there? U raised to the power 1 and then u square minus 1 square upon factorial 3, then del cube y minus 1 plus del cube y minus 2 upon 2 there. Again you see this one here, because the last term is del y minus 1 there, so we have started with this term here y minus 1, and then here it is here del q y minus 1, so next term will be del q y minus 2, and again when the power of u, polynomial of u is in just odd number, so we have to take the average or the mean of the two terms. So del q y minus 1 plus del q y minus 2 upon 2, and in this way this formula is just goes on. When the in the next term, because we have to take a polynomial of u and with the exponent here even number 4, so how it will come there? U square minus 1 square will come there, and then it is u square. Okay. Because outside this u square minus 1 square, what is possibility to come there? U and u square only. So u square can be possible there. So u square into u square minus 1 square upon factorial 4, and then del 4 y minus 2. Okay. The next term will be here in the same way. It is here u into u square minus 1 square into u square minus 2 square upon factorial 5, and then the usual process to make this term, and this formula goes on. One important point, what is u there? U means here, this is u. U is equal to x minus x naught upon h. U is equal to x minus x naught upon h there, and x means the variable, the value of x at which the function y is to interpolate, means the value of y is to determine. while what is x naught there? X naught means here that is the value of x, and this is the value of x, it is assumed value, which is either the first value here x naught in the central difference formula here for the Stirling's interpolation formula, x naught should be taken at the mid here. And if we take the forward interpolation formula, then x naught should be taken either the first value or just in the neighborhood of this value of x around which we have to interpolate y. So u is equal to x minus x naught upon h. H, what is h there? H means the width of the class interval for which x is taken. So next, for this here, just this is Stirling's interpolation formula, and this formula can be used here. See this one, like here, suppose we have table. Suppose we have like the values of x and values of y here. It is here, suppose x dot, this is here x1, x naught, x1, x2, x3, x4. Then here y is taken as y naught, y1, y2, y3 and y4. So this is general, suppose just an assumption hour, and these are the data, and just according to this here we can just use these data or this nomenclature or the notations for the forward or the backward interpolation formula. But in terms of the central interpolation formula or the Stirling's interpolation formula, how we can just give the name, like suppose I will explain here this one, suppose here for the values of this x and y, just we are having some data like here it is 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10. And the values of y, suppose here these are the 5, 8, 9, it is 14 and then 18. Just I have taken some example to explain here just in what manner we should give the names here, we should take this x naught, x1 and so on. Like here, so we can see here this one as it is the mid value is here 6, so we can give its name as here, this is taken as x naught at the center for the Stirling's interpolation formula. Now it is x naught, then it is taken as x1, this is here x2, and then here it is x minus 1, and then it is here x minus of 2. So these are the just notations here, and corresponding to these here, like y naught, it is here y1, y2, it is y minus 1, it is y minus 1, and it is here y minus 2. So in this way, just these are the notations just to be assigned here for the given data, and now we have to just put the values. First we have to make a central, we have to make a difference table as already we have discussed in our previous lectures, and then we have to put the values just in these the Stirling's interpolation formula. So in this interpolation formula, just we take one example to explain this here. So see this question here. In this question, just we are having so see this question, in this question we are given that some data and we have to interpolate y. So ultimately, what is question here? By using Stirling's central difference formula or the Stirling's just interpolation formula for the following data, we have to find Y28. We have to find here Y28 value. This one is here Y. Thus we have to find Y28 value here in this table, Y28. And this is the given table 20, 25, 30, 35 and 40. Okay, these are the values for X and values of Y are given, are mentioned corresponding to these values of X. So first we see this one here, Y28 is required there, and Y28 means here the value of X is 28 around at which here the Y is to just to calculate here. So it means 28 because this is the like here 30, 20, 25, 30 and 35, 40. So 28 value X equal to 28 is lying at the center almost. We see this one here, center is 30 there, and then it means 28 can be taken as a central value, and therefore the Stirling's central or the Stirling's interpolation formula can be used to this find Y28. Now how to apply this formula? First we have to find here the value of U. U is taken as X minus X naught upon H. U is taken as X minus X naught upon H. This is the formula, X minus X naught upon H. And here just because this is the difference table and we see this one here, these are the values of X and these are the values of Y. So just here we have to take the values of X like here. At the center here 30 is coming there at the center, and now here just we can take like 28. So 28 is coming around the center here, 20, 30 here. So X can be taken as 30. Here it is just X naught can be taken as 30 here, X naught is 30 there, and the value of X is here 28. It is here X equal to 28, and then here X equal to 28 is there, and X naught is taken as here 30. It is here let. Just we take here X naught as 30 there because it is the center value. H is here, what is H there? H is equal to here 5 because what is difference there? The width of this class interval is 5 there, so it is 25 minus 20 and this is here 5. So it is 5 there, and just we can see there it is 25 minus 20 is H, and now we have to make a difference table, and because we are using this Stirling's interpolation formula. So this formula can be given in the two different notations. We are using presently in the terms of the forward interpolation operator here, that is delta. It is a symbol of delta, forward interpolation formula. So this will be here like C. First we have to write the column of X, then we have to make the column of Y. Now we have to calculate the values of these forward differences, delta Y, then here it is del square del Y, del square Y, del cube Y, and so on. So the way is always same to find these differences. Minus 909 is coming there, that is it is coming there. Like see this one here, this minus this, when we just subtract this minus this here, then this value minus 909 is coming there. So it means like here minus 909 is coming there. Then when we subtract this 48,316 from 47,236, then what we will get there? Minus 1080. And in this way a simple difference table can be formed. Okay, delta y, del square y. How del square y is to calculate? This minus this. Okay. So this value minus 1080 and it becomes plus 909, and thus we can get here this value like minus 1080 and plus here this value, that is 909. So what is the difference of this one here? We can calculate and just it is coming there, 10 minus 9 is 1 there, then it is 7 and then it is here just 1. And this is because the negative quantity is greater, so minus 171 is coming there. So in this way, these differences can be calculated. So del by, del square by, del cube by, and so on. So these are the various differences, and just in this way we can find here these various differences. Okay. Now here it is very important to apply the Stirling's formula, the notations here. What I just told here initially, it is taken as x naught. This is taken as look at there. I am taking this one as x naught. This is x naught. Then here it is x1, x2, x minus 1 and x minus 2. It is x minus 2. Now here correspondingly what we will get there, it is y minus 2, then y minus 1, it is here y naught, it is corresponding to x naught there, just we can see, and then it is here y1 and then it is here y2. Okay, these are the notations for the y. Next, as already we know that here how the forward difference operator will come in a difference table. So this is here, simply it is look at here, it is the first difference, so it is given by del y minus 2. This is minus 2 there. Del y minus 2. Next, what about this here? This is del y minus 2. What about this value here? It is del y minus 1, because it is the difference of y naught and y minus 1. So del y minus 1, it is here minus 1310, and delta y, it is del y, it is simply 0. It is taken as y naught. So this is difference is coming there, del y naught, and this one here as delta or del y, it is simply 1. So these are the notations here. Now next notation for the second differences. So for the second differences, what is coming there, minus 171, it is del square. Del square y minus of 2. Del square y minus 2. What is coming there? It is del square y minus of 1. You see this one? Because it is the difference of this and this, means here del y minus 1 and del y naught. So its name is coming here, just we have discussed already in the last lecture. So that is del square y minus 1. And what is there? Minus 310 is coming there. Its name is del square y naught there. Del square y naught. Now here next, minus 59 is delta cube, del cube. It is del cube because it is y minus 2 and y minus 1. So it is y and minus 2 there. Del cube y minus 2. Then here, what about this one here? This will be simply minus 80 is here del cube y of minus 1 there, because del square y minus 1 and del square y naught. So what the difference here? It is written by del cube y minus 1. So actually these are the names, and this minus 21. So this minus 21 is it is simply del 4, because the fourth difference is coming there, del 4, and it is here y minus 2, del 4 y minus 2. So now we are having these values and we have to just put these values in our Stirling's interpolation formula. So that this is the way to find the differences and to give their notations. So in this way, just we have discussed about these are the values here, del 4 y minus 2, and now we see this one here. So just next we see this one here. This is the formula in which we have to put the values here. The formula we have already discussed, the Stirling's interpolation formula, and look at this one here. This should be the, what is formula? Again I am writing this one here, formula. So this formula is given by y at x, means some particular value of x we have to find y. So it means this is here y naught plus u into, that is del y naught plus del y minus 1 upon 2, plus next term will be, it is u square. Just I have already explained here in what terms. I have already explained here in what terms it should come there. So like here, see this one. It should come there u square upon here. This will be factorial 2. Because look at this one here. Here the exponent is u to the power 1. So in the next term, it should come in the way of like u square upon factorial 2 and del square y minus 1. Okay. What will be the next term there? Next term will be here like u. Now we have to make the third degree polynomial. So u into u square minus 1 square upon factorial 3, and then here again the average or the mean of two terms will come there. So this will be, it is del cube y minus 1 plus del cube y minus 2 upon 2 there. Is it? Next so just we see this these values here, and in this way just this formula can be just applied here. So in the previous slide we have just seen here what is value of y naught. The value of y naught is 47,236. Okay, so you see this one here, it is 47,236 u we have already calculated it here, and it is coming there minus 0.4. U means here x minus x naught upon h, and then here in the Stirling's formula del y naught and del y minus 1 will come there. Just see in the previous table, del y naught is minus 1310 and del y minus 1 is minus 1080. So just these are the values, just we have used here these values from our difference table, and then which term will come there? It is u square upon factorial 2, because u is there minus 0.4, so it is u square upon factorial 2, and then here del square y minus 1. Look at this one here, del square y minus 1 is coming there, and just we have seen in this table del square y minus 1 is minus 230. So it is coming there minus 230. And then what is the next term here? U into u square minus 1. U is minus 0.4. U square is 0.16 minus 1 upon factorial 3. Already we have discussed how this term will come there. And then here del cube y minus 1 and del cube y minus 2 will come there. So see what are the values here. Del cube y minus 1 means it is minus of 80, and del cube y minus 2 is minus of 59. So just we have to put these values here. Minus 18 minus 59 upon 2, and these are the values. Now one term is left here because ultimately from the difference table we have to just put all the values which are coming here in this formula. So the next term will, what term will come there in the next plus here, this will be u square into u square minus 1 square upon factorial 4, and then because the exponent of this polynomial is even, so there will be a single term. And what will be the single term here? You see this one, del 4 y, the last term is here y, del 4 y minus 2. So it is here del 4 y minus 2 because the last term was here y minus 2. So ultimately in this table here, this question here, so u square means here minus 0.4 square, then u square minus 1, and upon 4 factorial, and then here what will come there? Del 4 y minus 2. So again we see in the last table, del 4 y minus 2 is minus of 21, and just we have substituted this value in this formula, and we can use here our scientific calculator to solve it. One important thing is always coming in the numerical analysis, that is we have to solve the complete this term in a single way. Okay, that's why just error cannot be generated here, because when we round off the terms and we have to calculate these terms separately, so ultimately this will give an error, and in a very important part of this numerical analysis, error should be minimized here. So ultimately what is coming there? 47,692 is the value of y, and at this here x equal to 28. So this is the value of y at this 28 here, x equal to 28. So in this way we can interpolate the unknown value of y at some value of x in this Stirling's formula, and this x should lie at the center or about the or around the center of the given data table. So this formula is a very important formula, and this formula, just as already we know that here, this formula can be applied for the equally spaced intervals of x, like when the values of data x are equally spaced. When the values of data x are not equally spaced, then this formula is not applicable, just because the term of h is coming there. In the case of not equally spaced intervals, the Lagrange's formula can be applied. So this is the formula, and this is the Stirling's interpolation formula, and with this I conclude my today's lecture. Thank you.